Most shows don't make it past episode 7 is what I read, or actually what I hear when I look at videos online talking about making your own show on your own channel. This is only episode number 3. We have a long way to go just to reach the failure point. I'm not sure, but that doesn't sound all that encouraging. Might be less encouraging even than that. But the good thing is, I'm here tonight, and you're here tonight. Can we just agree for the moment just to spend a little time together? Did you hear that beautiful violin music by Jonathan? His full name is Jonathan Anderson. And the opening theme song to Sweet Sleep is being played by Jonathan. It was also written by Jonathan. And I purposely placed the name of the album, and a link to his album in the description if you so happen to have the ability to look at the description. I'm very grateful to have found Jonathan as a friend, and that he wrote that absolutely beautiful song and then played it himself. We can give a word of thanks to God for Jonathan's talent. Many of us believe talent comes from God. He deposits talent inside of us. And like any other muscle group, we can choose to exercise the talent or not. To all our benefit, John did exercise that talent. Tonight's show is entitled Nightlight. It's a word that can go back maybe even to our toddler years. Not our 20s or 30s, not our teenage years. What do they call it before that? Not our preteen. Is toddler the correct word? I think it might have been introduced into our brain by our parents, maybe our grandparents. I'll leave the nightlight on for you, honey. I'll leave the nightlight on so you won't be scared. I'll turn on the nightlight. Could be a light in the actual room. It could be a light in the hallway. I think as we get older, we start to get creative with what a nightlight could actually be. What could it actually be derived from? A night light. Yet it's there to provide a certain sense of security, a certain sense of peace, a certain sense maybe to keep us from being afraid. And then we grow. And many of our childhood toys and security blankets are put aside. The girls look at their beauty and feel confident in that. The boys try to build up muscles and be stronger. Their bodies are more or less designed for the muscles to grow. But there's something that happens late at night when there's really nothing to lean on to chase away those fears that rise up all by themselves. How does that happen? We can't allow that to happen. So we reach down deep into many years ago and pull up a word from our past. Nightlight. I know. I'll turn on a nightlight. That could give me that peace, that covering, just enough so that my mind, my brain, will actually back down. And I can go off into my sweet sleep with the covering, with the presence of that nightlight. It's almost embarrassing to say, but I'm going to be 70 years old this year. That's not the embarrassing part. The embarrassing part is sometimes I still use a nightlight. It's disguised. Yeah, I could say that my nightlights are disguised. I have a small computer with a monitor in my bedroom. I can accidentally forget and leave the monitor on. Bingo! Instant nightlight. I can forget to turn off the bathroom light. And I can psych myself out. But in real life, I'm giving myself a nightlight. Honey, I'll turn a nightlight on for you. And now we do it basically for ourselves. We hide it, we cover it, we disguise it. But in real life, it's a way to cover up and give us peace in our hearts that we can fall asleep peacefully because the nightlight is there and the nightlight gives us a certain sense of security. Is there something wrong with that? Am I trying to tell myself, or even you maybe, that the nightlight might not be for anything other than your toddler and your teen years? I can't believe that that's true. Many of us have to have the TV on in the house, not even at night, just so it sounds like someone is there with us. Can I qualify that to be almost like a certain type of a nightlight? Maybe I'm tricking my own mind and telling myself I have a nightlight for the nighttime, and for the daytime I have a companion. So I'm really not alone. I hear noise from the television set. A few years ago, it would be the radio. That's almost a funny thought. How many people actually have a radio these days? I'll bet quite a few of us still do. If you have a radio, when's the last time you actually used that radio? How long has it been since you turned the radio on and made use of its sounds? It can play music. It can play talk shows. It's a radio. You tune it in to the channel that you want to tune in. Each of us is a little bit different, so your tastes might not be according to my tastes. But at nighttime, we're not listening to disco music. Oops, I just aged myself. Is disco music even still around these days? Well, whatever the modern version is, we would probably choose and pick on using something a lot more sedate. Something that would be calmer to help get us into that sweet sleep place. Some of us are so tense that I am getting tongue-tied. Some of us, to get into that sweet sleep place, it might not even be the bed. I have a chair in my room that when you pull the handle, some of them have a button, you'll lean back and the feet will come up. And actually, I do use that chair to do the relaxing, the sweet, sweet relaxation method. We didn't do it in this show. Let's do it together now. Lay out. Put your hands by your side and start with your feet and do it together with me. Together means you and I will do it at the same time. It's a camaraderie. We're going to share for a minute. Think about your feet, where your toes are. Have you pulled them up so your ankles are a little bit tight? Can you relax your foot? Not only the one foot, but the other one too. Relax. Let them fall naturally. Don't use any of your power to prop them up. Don't fall out of the bed or out of the chair. Sit yourself up, or actually situate yourself in a very comfortable, safe position. In a safe place, and let your ankles, your toes, and your foot, let it relax. Let it take no energy from your body. Now leave that part alone and move up one bone between your knees and your foot. Many of us would call that our calves. Purposely think hard and relax your calves. Both of them, along with your feet, your toes, your ankles. Don't even stretch the sole of your feet. Relax. No energy consumption down there at all. Not in a negative way, in a way where you're letting it loose. Now, move up to your hips. Your hips have two legs coming out of them. A left leg, and if you're blessed, you have two. A left leg and a right leg. Relax your hips, your knees, your calves, your toes, your ankles. No energy consumption whatsoever. You could feel the tension starting to fall out of your body. This is a good thing. It's a very good thing. Now between your legs and up to your belly button, that whole area, your lower torso, and every part that's there on the front of your body, and don't forget the backside. Those big pillows that we sit on all day long. Release the tension. Let it flow out. Remember, we're doing this together. I could feel relaxation in the entire lower half of my body now. I feel like pulling up on my toes for a moment, and then I have to remember to use my mind and make them release the grip, release the muscles, just relax. That's the foundation of the sweet sleep relaxation method. I just named it a method, so we have a name for it. So now I'm moving up and I'm putting my hand on my belly. Almost like a sigh. I'm relaxing my stomach muscles completely. And a little bit lower, the intestines. Just let it go, that whole area. The point is to release the tension that many times we do not even realize is there, sapping energy. On the one hand, it's taking energy, which could help us lose weight, but I think it's also called stress. And stress makes you feel bad. We are releasing the stress. Now move up to your chest. Take a deep breath, slowly in, and release it out. Take another slow breath in and release it out. With the release, don't stop breathing. Let go of your chest muscles, your stomach muscles, your groin muscles, your left leg, and all the muscles all the way down to your toes. Rinse and repeat with the right leg. Our chest, our stomach, our hips, our legs, our calves, our ankles, our soles, our feet. Don't let them pull any energy from the body. Now we're going to get into the more tension area, a little bit higher than the chest, the neck, the shoulders. How do you relax your shoulders? I don't think I've done that in years. You might have to practice a little bit. This might be more of an assignment than an exercise. But I believe you can do this. Relax your shoulders and let that relaxation run down into your arms, into your hands, into your fingers, your wrists. Go limp. That's a great word. Go limp. And you could feel the stress somehow draining out of your body. Goodbye, stress. Goodbye, tension. Hello, relaxation. Now for a very complicated section, your head. Your head's got a few muscle groups up there if you didn't realize it. Your scalp, your eyebrows, your forehead, your cheeks, your mouth, your ears. Oh my, we have a lot of muscle groups. Let's relax them completely. Relax the frown, but don't smile. Just relax the face and all the facial muscles. Oh, that feels so good. Let it go. Let your scalp go so you're not giving somebody the raised eyebrow and frowning with your forehead, causing the scalp to pull back. Relax. Now we've done relaxation from head to toe. It's a very weird feeling. If you could stay there for a minute or 2 or 5, you'll feel inner organs and muscles start to follow along with you. What's the point of this exercise? It's to get us into a no-stress zone. We can control all the body with the mind. Between our ears is our mind, our brain, our thinking apparatus. What a cool word. Thinking apparatus. So now we're relaxed. Purposely let yourself relax. Give yourself permission to relax. Now think of the night light. It adds another layer of security to your relaxation. The night light is on. Your eyes are not starving, straining to see something. There's a security there provided by that bathroom light that I left on, or the hallway light that I left on and left my door ever so slightly open. So there's light in my room. My screensaver has gone on, and it's darkened the monitor some, but I still have the night light operational in my room. Whether I'm laying in my chair or if I'm laying on my bed, my body is relaxed completely. I have that sense of security provided by the nightlight, and I am now fighting the biggest rival and enemy to my body and my brain, and that is stress. Let yourself feel the stress release. I have a word for you. The first few times you feel that, it's going to be amazing. Amazing good and amazing bad. It's kind of like losing control, and we want control at all times. But you're laying in your safe spot, your bed or your chair. You can afford the payment that it takes for you to relax the stress. Relax that stress completely off your body. Now the last frontier is your mind. It's very hard to empty your mind. So instead of just emptying your mind, force your mind to concentrate on something. I'm a Christian guy, so I can focus on Jesus. I can even take a deep breath, and on exhale the name, Jesus. Oh, wow. That moment of relaxation is amazing. But because I still have a little bit of tension, I haven't closed my eyes. It's my last safety barrier so that I can look and spot any movement in my room. And that's why we use that night light. It helps our eyes to do the job that we assigned to them. You tell yourself, Peter, relax. I've got you. That few moments of relaxation using all these tools, including your night light, will take you to a place where you can have a few seconds, and maybe it can grow to a few minutes of a stress-free envelope of your life. It's a thing of beauty. It's also a beachhead. If you could do it for 30 seconds, if you could do it for a minute, you can expand it. There's other ways. You've got people that practice meditation or they practice yoga. I practice prayer. But prayer can be tricky. You can work yourself up in prayer by practicing the negative things in your life. Don't do that. Practice what I do, gratefulness. Thank you, God. Thank you, Jesus, that right now I don't have a toothache. I don't have a headache. You can name your own thing because you might have a toothache. You might have another type of an ache, but don't pick on that. Pick on the spot. My finger doesn't have a pain. Just gratefulness. Don't practice the negative in prayer. I'm telling this to myself, okay? So just sit aside for the second. Peter, don't practice your troubles. Peter, practice what is right. And consider that which is right as a gift from God to you, Peter. Thank you that I could say that to myself. So thank you for being with me on episode 3 as we head towards that magical episode 7 where people quit. And let's test me and see what happens at episode 7. Right now I've got the night light on. It's up over my head. I am safe inside of episode 3. I'm sending love to you through this microphone into your ears. Send love back to me, whatever way you do love for yourself. If it's a prayer, if it's good thoughts. I don't know how you do love. I know how I do love. I just relax and say it. I love you. So know that you are loved. If you want to be on my prayer list, write it down. Where? In the comments. I can see your name, and I can add you and any prayer request that you have to my prayer journal. I can do that. You can step up and you can write a comment. No, wait, this is not one of those please subscribe and leave a comment. No, I'm asking you if you want to be on my prayer journal, which I have a prayer journal. That's how you can communicate that thought to me. All right, keep your night light on for as long as you need. And enter into that place of love, peace, and sweet sleep.